Kevin from CGRundertow here, and no, we're not reviewing the backside of a Super Nintendo controller. This is not what you might expect it to be. Ah, wow, it's a Super Famicom controller. So in case you don't know, the Super Famicom is the Japanese version of a Super Nintendo, and this is the controller that it uses. So it's nearly identical to the American version. There are some slight differences though. Let me get a Super Nintendo controller to compare. So as you can see, the color's a little different in this case because this controller's really old, turning yellow. Ignore that. It should be the same color gray, and it is. But the buttons are different colors. We got dark purple, light purple buttons, and yellow, red, blue, green buttons for the Famicom. Another big difference in the buttons, you'll notice Super Nintendo has concave Y and X buttons. This one, they're all convex, so they all feel the same. That is one advantage, I think, with this one. You can kind of feel what button your thumb is on, you know, if you're on the top row or not. So I think that's kind of nice, but it still works really well. It doesn't feel too different. Otherwise, very, very similar. Of course, you got a different logo there. The text underneath the select and start buttons is different, but the buttons feel identical. They work the same. And one of the most crucial elements, the D-pad. The D-pads feel exactly the same. And then the top. Can't tell the difference. And one other thing I definitely want to point out is the length of the controller cable. So if we start coiling these up, you can see this one is much shorter. This is the Super Famicom cable. The Super Nintendo one, a lot more room. So I don't know if that's standard. I mean, this is the controller I got with the console. I would hope that there's longer cords than that, but this is only a few feet long. But I don't know, it might have something to do with a lot of Japanese living quarters are much smaller and are big giant American houses, so maybe controller cable length isn't as much of an issue. But, you know, as you might know, there are extension cables for these that you can pick up. I reviewed one at one point. But otherwise, the ports are the same. Hello, I'm the port. So yeah, that's the Super Famicom controller. A little bit different, but still awesome. Now you're playing with Japanese power. Anyways, keep an eye out for more Super Famicom stuff to be reviewed in the future.